What's going on, guys? I'm Viking Actual, and today's video we're going to be talking about XDefiant. So I finally got around to playing this game, and you'll be watching my first time ever playing this game. This is my first match ever, and I'll be honest with you guys, there's a couple things that I would like to talk about, but starting off, let me just get this out of the way. There's nothing that stands out about this game, at least not to me. Maybe you guys feel differently, and if you do feel differently, please go ahead and leave that down in the comments. I would like to know why you guys like this game, but let's go ahead and get started. So I decided to try this game once I found out that the player count was dwindling. I saw a lot of hype for this game before it launched, and then after that I kind of didn't see anything about this game, so I kind of forgot about it. You know, I've never been a big hero shooter fan, so this just never really caught my attention, other than the first person shooter genre that I really do like and enjoy. But I knew that this was going to be a hero shooter, and for that reason I just wasn't very interested. It's a, you know, live service game where they have a battle pass and they have cosmetics for you to buy, and I was just never interested in that. If you guys are interested in that, that's cool. You know, this might be right up your alley. It's free, so if you have not given it a try, at least go ahead and give it a try. You might actually like this game. The game itself is not bad. I went in this game thinking that maybe the gameplay was bad, and that's why I wasn't picking up steam. You know, maybe the controls felt a little bit laggy, maybe there's some input lag, because that does happen in some games. I'll use Warface as an example. That game is not good. Maybe you like it, which is fine, you know, but I do not like the fact that the movement system feels like a T: forward, backward, left, right, as opposed to any other FPS games where you could go in a circle. Warface kind of feels like you go forward, backward, right, or left. There's no northwest, northwest, nothing of the sort. Like, it's just those little four directions, and it doesn't matter which way you move the stick, it just feels like you're walking like that. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't like Warface. I kind of was expecting something similar to that in this game. I should have known it was different, considering I've already played what is that game called, Rainbow Six Siege. I didn't like Rainbow Six Siege for the same reasons that I don't like hero shooters, and I also didn't like the movement because it felt kind of heavy, clunky. If you want to call it realistic, you can go ahead and call it that. To me, it just felt clunky, and I didn't like the feeling at all. I think it's one of the main reasons why I have stuck with Call of Duty for so long. It's because the movement feels very fast. You know, if you want to change directions, you go ahead and instantly change directions. You don't need to worry about, you know, how fat your character is. Like, that's just not a thing. It's a video game. I'm just there to have fun. So for that reason, I've never liked hero shooters. It's all of these abilities that you're locked to. This game itself has some heroes that are locked behind a paywall, or if you want, you can go ahead and complete challenges. Either or, you know, it's up to you. Me personally, I don't care enough to do either of these things. I'm okay with just the regular character that you start off with. I don't like hero shooters, and for that reason I have no interest in exploring the other characters. Just give me a gun, a grenade, and I'm good to go. I don't need anything else. So the movement feels very solid. You know, it's not like Rainbow Six Siege. This actually feels a little bit smoother than that. It's a little bit faster paced. Even Battlefield has some input lag, but this, at least that I can tell, I didn't feel any. The maps themselves I quite liked, which was kind of surprising. There are certain things that feel weird. You know, you can't jump over little obstacles, which is kind of weird, you know, because they're kind of small, and you would think that you could at least climb over a little box. here or there, but apparently you can't. You know, there's limitations, which is fine. You know, as long as you learn the map, you're gonna be good to go. It doesn't matter. It's just something that I noticed that other shooters don't really do. You know, but yeah. I went ahead and I played along with different weapons. I tried the SMG, I tried a pistol, I tried the assault rifle, and an LMG. All of these weapons felt really good. I don't have any complaints about any of them. I didn't get to try out the sniper. I might go back and give it a try, but every weapon that I've tried felt fine. You know, I don't have any complaints. The weapons feel good. One thing that I did notice, and I want to point this out just because I don't like it. I've never liked it, and I've seen it in other multiplayer first-person shooter games, and it's just something that it's not a good gameplay mechanic, at least not in my opinion. The thing is that on this game, you keep spawning in the same place over and over and over and over again. It doesn't matter where you die, how far you made it to their spawn. If you die, you will spawn in the same spot. And the thing about that is that that's an easy way to get spawn trapped. Even if the enemy is nearby, you will continue to spawn in the same spot. I don't know why they do this. Warface does this too, where they will literally spawn you in the same spot over and over and over again. I was able to reach their spawn. I was able to get some kills that way. Let me tell you, that's not a good mechanic. You know, if you want people to stick around, can't be doing that. It's not good. You know, that's how people get spawn trapped, and that's just not good. Overall, this game wasn't bad. I was expecting a bad game, and I am pleasantly surprised that this game is actually pretty good. It's pretty solid. It has, you know, a pretty good base to start with, but for whatever reason, the game itself is not doing very hot. People just aren't playing it, which it's just wild, you know, because it is a good game, and you can tell that the developers actually put the effort into creating this game. But I guess because it's a Ubisoft game, people just aren't really interested in giving it a try, because that was one of the main reasons why I didn't give it a try at first, is because there was nothing here that attracted my attention, you know. And I already owned a copy of a Call of Duty game when this game launched. I didn't need this game anymore, you know. This game was in the back of my mind at that point. You know, it was interesting when Call of Duty wasn't fun, but it took quite a sweet time to launch, and I think that kind of held it back from being a successful shooter. Right now, with Call of Duty being in a good spot, you know, MW3 was pretty good, I would say. Now BO6, and people are very happy with Black Ops 6. I'll have a review on the beta whenever I get the opportunity to play it. I didn't pre-order, and for that reason I didn't get to play it, and I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to be buying that game at all, just because I'm kind of tired in general of first-person shooters. You know, Call of Duty, I like it. I like the gameplay, don't get me wrong. Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. I'm not tired of first-person shooters. I'm just tired of all of the live service games. I'm tired of the cosmetics, the colorful cosmetics, the things that have nothing to do with the game. Call of Duty is just going down a horrible path, in my opinion. I don't want to play as a cat in a game about war. You know, I don't want to play as an emoji in a game about war. I do not want to play as a Teletubby in a game about war. I just don't want to do that. And Call of Duty, that's kind of where it's been at. And I don't want to play these kinds of games like that. Like I'm losing interest because of the visual theme of the game. You can call me old, you can call me cranky, you can call me whatever you want. You're probably right. It might just be that I'm old, and for that reason I don't want to have fun or whatever. You can say that, you know, it's fine. But for that specific reason is that I don't like playing these new FPS games. You know, Battlefield 2042, as soon as it was announced that it was gonna have these cosmetics, I was just losing interest by the minute, right? But then the game launched, and it launched in a terrible state, and you know, XDefiant, I was excited up until they started talking about these heroes, and I was like, okay, you know, it's another one of these games. I just want a game like Battlefield 4, you know, just a class system, no operators. I just want a game like Modern Warfare 2, the original. Once again, just different weapon types, no shooters, no heroes, like just a normal first-person shooter game. That's all I want. But for whatever reason, all of these games have been hero shooters. Just not interested in hero shooters, so for that reason I have been losing interest in first-person games. But please do let me know in the comments any thoughts and opinions that you might have. If you've already tried this game, please tell me what you think about it, why it's failing, if you still play it, and if you have not tried it out, please let me know why not. You know, like I said, I had not tried it out, but I'm glad that I did, because it's not a bad game. I might actually continue to play it here and there, but I don't think I'm going to be playing this all the time. You know, and I can see why the player count is dwindling, is because there's nothing really interesting about this game. There's nothing exciting about it. It's just a game. Like it's just an average game, which, I mean, it's Ubisoft. Ubisoft makes nothing but average games. That's just my opinion. If you like Ubisoft games, that's cool. You know, as long as you're enjoying what you're playing, you know, that's all I can say about that. But let me know any thoughts, comments, concerns that you might have down in the comments. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time if you stick around.